What would you do to get more views, to get more likes, to get more followers? Well, the answer to that question for some people is literally anything, because there is a large group of people who will literally sacrifice everything just for the chance of them to get internet views. They're not even guaranteed to succeed, but they're willing to risk it all. And especially nowadays, because there are more and more of these people just coming out of nowhere who are just trying to do the most wildest things. Now, something like this will always exist no matter what era of the internet you're in. I know there's a lot of people who just like to act like, oh, stuff like this is only happening right now and this is a new problem, but this has literally existed ever since the days of you being famous on the internet has basically been an idea. You had people doing absolutely crazy things just hoping for the chance for them to get views. But nowadays it has kind of exploded and you have more and more people just trying to do it, and this all comes in multiple ways of rather it's just absolutely insane challenges, most of them coming from TikTok. Even though those days kind of seem to be over, I haven't really seen one TikTok challenge explode and become super duper trendy, so I don't think people are doing that anymore, or maybe they still are and I just don't know about it. But of this ever search of clout and just people becoming these absolute clout obsessed zombies, there is one trend of content that is rising, and it's something that I absolutely hate, and it's just the public annucent content, or what they like to call themselves pranksters. This is easily the worst type of content on YouTube and just the worst type of content on the internet in general. And it's those people who just walk around and just be a public nuisance for views. They just bother people who are just trying to make it through their day, or people who are just trying to just mind their own business, and they just go around and just, let's be honest, harass them just for the sake of internet views. And it's something that just gets me so angry, because I don't understand how people watch this and they literally think it's entertaining. It's just so cringe, and it's something that I absolutely don't like. And today we are talking about one of those people. Now, this story ended up beginning in the UK, that beautiful land. You know, some people say that they have wizards there who can control magic, and some other people say in that land, some people have mastered the way of the blade. They can do a real life blade barrage when their super is charged. But currently in that place, there is one man who has been walking around and has been annoying people. And this guy has kind of blew up because one of his clips ended up going famous on Twitter, where he had a lot of people going and talking about it. And it was saying that he ended up walking inside of someone's house. Now, this is something when I first heard, I was like, this can't be real. Someone wouldn't be that dumb to do something like this. But I don't know why I ended up being surprised. I mean, especially nowadays, people literally do anything for views. He has decided to think it would be a great idea just to walk around in someone's home for a haha funny TikTok video. Now, I hope I don't need to describe why this is a bad idea. One, I am very positive that this is a crime, and this is something that he can get in trouble for, and something that he can probably definitely get arrested for. Two, this is extremely dangerous. This guy got extremely lucky that he decided to walk into probably one of the most nicest people of all time, because you can easily do this in the wrong house and it can literally not end well from you. You get beat up or severely injured. This is just not something you should do in general. I mean, what is wrong with you? That is just so weird that you think it's a good idea just for you just to walk inside of someone's house and just bother these group of people for absolutely no reason. Extremely disturbing that you think this is a good idea. But this is the thing with these people, they just don't care about anyone else at all. They don't really care about the people next to them. The only thing that matters to them is literally just views. And this is just one risk that he's willing to take just for the chance of him getting views. And this isn't the only thing that this man was up to, as he decided to do something else. And it is steal someone's pet. Yeah, just walks up to some random lady, you know, in the park or wherever they are, I don't know, minding their own business, and just think it will be haha funny just to grab her dog and just start running. I just don't know what's wrong with these people. Well, we actually have an update to this story, and it looks like this man flew a little bit too close to the sun, because TikTok had to come in and actually ban his account. Shouldn't really be that shocking at all. I don't think anyone is going to hear this news and be surprised. But yeah, there's your update. And the sad part is, stuff like this is becoming trendy. There are more of these people all over TikTok, and it's at the point where it's becoming oversaturated. That's how much people like this are just coming out of nowhere, just absolutely bothering people for the sake of views. And the crazy part is that most of them don't end well, and it's extremely dangerous. There are so much stories and there are so much videos of people who try to do stuff like this, and it just ends extremely bad. Again, this guy is extremely lucky that nothing bad has happened to him. He's extremely lucky that he hasn't got beat up. Even not so long ago, we ended up talking about a prankster who ended up just pranking the wrong dude and ended up getting blasted. And I know one thing that a lot of these pranksters do is like they like like to play off when something bad happened to them. Like that one clip that a lot of people are talking about where this one prankster ended up getting his $600 camera thrown to the ocean, and he tries to play it off like, oh, it's not really that big of a deal. That's something that a lot of these people do. Usually when they're doing a prank and something goes wrong and the person ended up like retaliated or taking out a weapon on them or something, they usually try to go like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and I didn't care at all, and they're just a coward. Even though you can literally hear the fear in their voice, you can literally see them start shaking and start sweating, and like their voice starts shaking, and all the confidence that they have just instantly goes away because they're terrified of the situation. But they just tried to play it off and go like, huh, he just couldn't handle the joke. And I think the one thing that pisses me off the most literally has to be the comment sections. Man, the amount of brain rot in these comment sections of people just saying that, oh, it's just the guy's fault, and why did the guy react like this? It was clearly just a joke. How dumb are you? Like, you literally think people just walking around and bothering people for absolutely no reason is just some joke? And if something bad happens to you, it should be the other person's fault? And it's especially embarrassing when it's actually the prankster who gets mad. There are so much videos and so much clips of, again, someone wants to go and play one of these super duper funny pranks on someone. The person gets mad and end up retaliated, and then the prankster gets pissed off. You know, people getting mad in the comment section, that's like whatever. It doesn't really matter what you do. There's gonna be someone who's gonna get pissed off at you. But seeing the actual prankster get mad is just insane to me. Even the recent video I talked about with like the one dude who ended up getting his camera thrown in the ocean, he was so pissed off and was basically like crying in the video, even though he was trying to hide it because, you know, he was doing the, oh, I need to play like super duper cool and I don't care at all. Even though you can literally see that he's hurt from the situation and it looks like he's gonna start tearing up. I just think that's insane that you're just going out of your way to basically like bother someone and just annoy them, and then you're just shocked and surprised that it doesn't perfectly go the way that you 100% expected to do and something bad happens to you. Should you be like prepared for like this to happen? Like, how could you be that delusional? But I also shouldn't be surprised at all, because if you are willing to make this type of content, the only thing you care about is just getting views and clout. So I wouldn't be shocked that they are just that delusional, that they generally just think that they're the main character, and like when they make one of these videos, everything is supposed to perfectly go their way and everyone is just gonna act in script, and then like the second something goes wrong or someone actually have a reaction, they just don't know what to do anymore, so they just completely break down and start panicking, and they're like, come on man, you're not supposed to do something like that. I wouldn't be shocked if like that's the mindset they go in with, and it's just an absolute trend which I just hate. More and more of these people are coming in, and just needs to stop. I hate this type of content so much, just bothering people for no reason, just because you're just a clout obsessed zombie and you just want to get a little bit more views, and it's just something that just pisses me off. Anyway, my name is Lua. This is someone that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.